Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're gonna have a look at another affordable fountain pen, the Pilot Kakuno. The pen is entirely made out of plastic, and starting with the cup, we see no finial but 3 holes at the top. I covered these holes with a transparent nail polish because it had quite a severe drying out issue, and this helped quite a lot. I also covered the 2 holes at the end of the pen body. The cup then has this little dent and then tapers slightly towards the body. Pen body also tapers very slightly towards the end. Both cup and the body are hexagonal, and the edges of this hexagonal shape are nicely rounded, so that's not really an issue for me. Uncapping the pen reveals this smoke black semi-transparent section. The section does have a triangular shape, and luckily it's a lot less pronounced than the one on Lamy Safari. At the narrowest point it's about 10.5 millimeters wide and then tapers up slightly to 11.5 millimeters. That makes it very comfortable to write with, even for people with bigger hands like me. Typical Kakuno nib with a smiley face. Different nib sizes, different pens have different smiley faces. This is the other Kakuno that I have with an extra fine nib. These nibs are quite reliable, also thanks to well-tuned plastic feet. Unscrewing the pen body gives us access to a cartridge converter system. In this pen I have a Con 70, and it can also take Pilot cartridges and Pilot Con 40 converter, just like this one here. The choice of the converter also affects the weight of the pen. With a full Pilot cartridge, the pen weighs about 13 grams. However, with a Con 70 converter, you get up to 16.5 grams. And the additional weight is quite noticeable. I actually like the Con 70 in this pen. So there is quite a lot going on regarding the colors. It works okay, but I would prefer something that matches a little bit more. The plastic is quite soft and it shows some micro scratches, but I really prefer that over having something that's too brittle. Now let's look at some size comparisons. Here it is next to a Leonardo Momento Zero, a Lamy Safari, and a TWSBI Eco. Capped, it's a pretty compact pen, measuring 131 millimeters, and uncapped it only loses 4 millimeters, making it only slightly shorter than a Lamy Safari and longer than a Leonardo Momento Zero. Thanks to the cap design, it also posts very well, measuring only 157 millimeters, and the cap doesn't backweight the pen at all. Now it's time for a writing sample. So the pen is Pilot Kakuno, and this is the medium nib, and the ink is Robert Oster Waterworld. The pen writes smoothly, with just a little bit of feedback, and it's pleasantly wet. Does it write in reverse? Yes, it does. It's a bit scratchy, but I think that can be polished out. It's not really an issue. Regarding hard starts, no issues with hard starts in any direction. Does it have any issues with skipping? absolutely none. And for flex, it's a typical stiff steel nib, so you won't get any meaningful line variation out of it. Let's also look at the extra fine. The extra fine nib also works very well if you are looking for a pen which has a true Japanese extra fine, then this is one of the best ones in this price category for sure. The nibs can be easily swapped, so you can get, for example, this medium metallic nib from a Pilot Plumix, which also costs just a couple of bucks. Let's also try this one. There is only one thing you have to be careful about when swapping these nibs. The grip section has to be aligned as you wish. You can also rotate the nib if you don't like the standard angle. So all of these nibs are pretty much perfect, as you would expect from Pilot. My favorite is the medium one, because that's just my general preference. This medium italic from a Pilot Plumix is also a super interesting choice. It's a bit sharper than stub nibs found on many other pens, which makes it quite unique, even though it's a bit harder to use than a regular stub nib. So what do I think about this fountain pen? I like it a lot. The biggest issue that I've had was drying out, that I fixed by filling these holes. That helped a lot. I also liked the hexagonal shape of the body and the cap. The roll stop works well enough for me. I would also prefer if the section was better matched with either the body or the cap, but from now on it's all positive. I like the shape. I like that you can fit in a Con 70 converter inside or use any other Pilot converter or cartridges. The nibs are really good and the feel works quite well. It's one of the best pens in this price category of 12 euros, $12. You can get multiple of them with all the nibs, so extra fine, fine, medium, and if you are feeling adventurous, you can get a Pilot Plumix and swap the nib for this sharp italic one. If you're okay with a slightly triangular section, I think this is a great choice. I think that's it. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.